All right. Hello, everybody. I am Steve from Yada here with my co-founder and CEO, Peter, and we're going to give a quick rundown on how to maintain your short-term rental data when changing systems. So this means migrating property management systems, switching over email providers. Anytime that you're working with your data, you want to make sure you don't lose anything important. So we're going to walk through how we work with operators and what we recommend to make sure you have a consistent view of your business data, no matter what you're doing with your systems.
Yeah, and this is really important because very often we see folks migrating property management systems or spinning up new systems or sunsetting old systems and losing years and years and thousands of rows and tens of thousands of records of past reservations, past guests, past invoices, all of that stuff. This is really critical data to help you grow in the future. Anytime you have a guest record or a reservation or some sort of calendar hold, like all of these things are very critical if you want to market to people in the future, if you want to maintain a good picture of what your business health looks like over longer than a year or two. So really important to make sure that whatever system you're using, whether you're migrating systems or not, or whether you're staying on the same PMS forever, have a strategy to back your data up, your reservation info and your contact info, so that you can use it down the road and use it in the future for guest marketing.
And so the place to begin is actually just awareness of the problem. Peter, you pretty much summed it up, that when you switch systems, you might lose access to the stuff that's in the old system. So a lot of people don't know that. So now that you know it, have a plan for it. The simplest way to do it is actually to export a spreadsheet of your contacts, of their contact information, of your listings, of the stays that have happened. You want to make sure that if you need to recreate your business, you can do so. And a spreadsheet is kind of the lowest level, simplest way to do that.
Absolutely. And a lot of these systems are not going to let you do it natively. They're just not designed for that. So use something like Claude Code or Codex or AI tools. Get yourself a legitimate API key. The documentation for these APIs is online, so you can always reference that as you're asking your language models to build a script to do that. And then just build some habits of, like, maybe once a quarter, once every 6 months, running a backup so that you do have a snapshot in time of what your business looked like. We can also help with that. Like we help a lot of folks store their data, put it in cold storage, like whether it's Excel sheets or CSVs or JSON objects that we just store in Google Drive for folks to import into future systems down the road, or store it directly in Yada. It just really, really critical to have some strategy for backing that data up and getting it in a place that belongs to you.
Yeah, so to be clear, if you are migrating from one PMS to another, or even email service provider to another, you can spin up a free plan with Yada. You can integrate your property management system. We will ingest all of that data that you would otherwise be putting into a spreadsheet, and then you would have it in your Yada system, so that when you move to your new property management system, you integrate it there and it will feed into that new one. So that is that's what we would recommend, but there would probably be other tools where you could do that as well.
Yeah, and the key thing here is not to be in a horror story. We've worked with a couple of customers recently that recently migrated property management systems, and they would have lost like 6 or 7 years worth of data. Like, these are 6 or 7 years worth of conversations, of contacts, of phone numbers, email addresses, reservations, check-ins, checkouts, how much money somebody spent, etc. That's data that a lot of PMSs don't think is important because they're very future facing. They're designed to manage your properties and manage your calendars in the future. But that past historical data is critical if you want to do anything with marketing, revenue predictions, modeling. And then again, I said marketing first, but marketing is like the big word that kind of covers everything else. Marketing and repeat bookings, you need that historical data somewhere to be able to activate it and to be able to do something with it.
Yeah, so if you want to spin that up with Yada, you can just go to yada.ai, click on log in, create a fresh account, integrate from there. There's help docs. We're here to help you as well. We'd love to see you avoid the horror show of losing years and years of past data.
Absolutely. All right, well, hopefully this will be useful. If you have any questions around data exports and data storage, please let us know. We're here to help with that if you need any help with that. Or if you want any feedback about what steps you can take to back your data up and make sure that it's safe.
See you next time.
See you next time.